race fans, thanks for joining me on this episode. Thanks for all the views and thanks for the comments in the comments section. So the reason for making this video is that I want to talk about getting a shifter. Now I know that I'm probably going to get a sequential shifter. When I had my first 3 vehicles, they were all manual H pattern, but I've been looking at people using the sequential shifters and I like it. And the reason that I want to get a shifter, maybe it's a little bit of keeping up with the Joneses, but more importantly it's because when I watch the rally car videos I see, the top dogs using an actual shifter, and I just want that extra bit of immersion. Although I will tell you that having the paddles is absolutely great because it allows me to keep my hands on the wheel. Now some of you might be saying, oh, it's not real rally racing if you're using paddles. But my point is, if you don't have $1 million, if you don't know what to get, but you keep on racing and you're having fun, even whether you're putting up good times or not, if you're having fun, then keep using the paddles. And so I'm not actually getting a shifter because I think it'll make me better. I'm getting a shifter just because I want that extra immersion. Now when you look at my steering wheel, you might say, oh, I should get a better steering wheel, but the steering wheel is getting me by. The shifter is something that I don't have, so I just want to try it. So another reason for making this video is because I saw a kid about 2 months ago on Instagram, I think, 10 years old, driving Dirt Rally 2.0, having a good time. He was using a shifter, doing great, and then I see the comments and some people are ripping this kid because he's looking at the shifter and because he's not using the POV of the in-cockpit view. Now come on, let's remember that at 10 years old, how many of us were sim racing or even knew how to use a shifter? So if you're sitting there and you're saying, oh, I gotta get this or I gotta get that piece of equipment, no man. The point is, if you're having fun, if you're racing, that is what the whole point of all this is for. So don't try to copy me. I'm not trying to copy the big guys who are all sponsored and have 30 pieces of equipment thrown at them each month. I'm just trying to take my immersion to the next level. So when you're being honest with yourself, if you can afford it, great, go for it. You can spend, I saw a shifter for $2,800. That's not me, kid. So I'm just gonna go for that shifter. I think the Heusinkveld is about $300. I'm gonna save my money, and then when it comes time, I'll pull the trigger. And you know what? In the meantime, the most important thing is for me to just keep on driving, trying to bring my times down, because if I look back on where I started in rally racing, I could not do this course a year ago in probably less than 10 minutes. And in fact, I didn't even start using this game until sometime in November, because I think that's when it came out. But when I first tried to drive, I was having such a hard time. But throughout the year, spend some time with it. The more and more you try to figure out your mistakes and go back and try the track, that's what's going to make you like rally racing or GT racing or Formula 1 racing even more. So until then, have fun and just get in that cockpit and keep racing.